Thank you for joining us here at the Lions Den. I'm Scott, and this is going to be about my stainless steel bug out cook kit. I recently put some stuff together. I've been working on this one for a little while. Seems pretty basic, but I've been working on it for a little while, just kind of putting parts together. And I put pictures up on my Instagram, so if you go over to my page, you will see that when you look at the page where you see the banner here on this side, there's a little link there for both my Facebook and my Instagram channel or page, so you can go over and check those out. Made some additions to this. This is going to be something that's going to change as time goes on. I'm going to get another bag for this. I'm hoping to get like a Condor bag when I can afford it. I think that'll work very well for this and be able to make a little more packability with some other stuff. But this is the progression of where I'm at now. As I said, you can see other pictures of this when I first started this, and here's where I'm at, and I just wanted to share this with you guys here, okay? So let's get this open. I'll tell you all the components as I go. This is just a cheapy stuff sack, semi-water resistant sack from Walmart, you know, to suffice for now. Pull the kit out. My retardedness here. Okay, and here's what we got. Now, and I'll explain it all as I go. Got my GSI Glacier mug. Mind you, as I said, this is for my bug out, so it's all stainless steel. Okay, I got the Stanley cook kit. And yes, there's a Ziploc bag or baggie on this. And the reason for this, I also did that on the other piece because I figured I made sure that all three pieces can be cooked with. And for that purpose, since it's going back in a pack and they do pack into themselves, the ash stuff really isn't going to hurt you, but just for the sensibility of cleaning, you know, you can't always quite get everything off, or you got to get back onto the trail, get moving. Why not just throw it in this when they nestle together? Helps keep everything a little less dealing with crud. So that's the whole point of the baggie. Obviously, as I said, another one. And this is the Guide Design / Nalgene backpacker model stainless steel bottle. It took me forever to find one of these because they no longer make them. So what I had to do is I actually had to wait till I found them online, and I found it on eBay or Amazon. I was finally able to find one and buy it, so that's where I got this at. So inside, put the lid over here. Here's what I got inside this puppy here. Here's the handle for the Stanley Cook kit, my Guide Design spatula / knife and spork, which snap together. That way this here is all good. And then here's the other thing, which is the more recent part that's been added. I've been trying to look for a bail, and I've seen a lot of things where people such as Dave Canterbury and gentlemen like that have mentioned getting what they call a fish mouth spreader. And everybody says the same thing. Go to your local fishing store, go to a sporting goods store. Heck, Walmart carries them everywhere. Well, needless to say, I live in California, and I live in Sacramento. I'm in a rather large county. I am in one of the largest counties here in California, and we have a lot of sporting goods stores. I've got Bass Pro Shop that's only maybe a 45-minute drive from here to an hour drive. I could go to Cabela's, which is about a 2-hour drive from here. You know, I mean, granted, that seems like a long distance for most people who are local to this area, but I got Sportsman's Warehouse. I have a place called Wild Sports. Tons of Walmarts. There's got to be 30 Walmarts within a 50-mile radius of me. I've got all these places, and believe it or not, not one of them carry that. None of them even knew what it was. So I decided to go and look around online to look for one. They range anywhere from $2 to $4. But once you get shipping, It's freaking $10 for the thing. So I got upset and mad and said, you know what, I'm a tinkerer, screw that. So here's what I did. Just like that, my friends. I said, forget it. I took an old coat hanger, took out I don't even, my brain is scattered, sorry, I can't even think. Took the deal out of the closet where you hang all the hangers on, the wooden dowel, and all I did was I just wrapped it around it, fashioned it, and cut it all myself. So, pow, there you go. It now has a bail. I made my own. You know, don't get me wrong, like I said, you can buy one for $2 to $4, but once shipping is done, you're talking $10 to $15, depending on where you buy it from. And I just don't see why I should pay 3 times to 5 times as much as what it cost for the actual item itself. So I made one myself. Wasn't gonna go through that hassle. And I tell you what, weight-wise and everything seems to work great. I just need to try it out on a fire. On the Stanley, I did something very similar as far as that goes. Here's my modification to that. I made my own bail out of some bicycle brake cabling. And it is adjustable. It's not perfect, but it is adjustable. And all I have to do is just pull that, and there you go. It's like so. And as far as weight goes, there isn't anything in here that I could put in here that's going to be that heavy to where it's going to make a difference, because here's the bottle, just so you can see, and it holds that quite well. Now, understandably, people are going to ask, well, why did you make a bail and make it removable? What's the point if you're just going to hang it? And the reason for that being is this right here. Because A, that's not how it was truly intended to be used. They did want it to be used in a different manner, and that's because B, so I can put this back on it and use it in its original intent. Just so you guys can see, let's pop this here right back in. Just like so. So I can use it over a campfire, use it on one of my portable stoves, and use it just like this when needed. But when I'm doing it over an open fire and it's somewhere where maybe I need to hang the pot, I can still go back to this without it being an issue. On this here, just so y'all can see. Let me just tighten that up and do that. I just didn't want to leave that on there because A, it's kind of funky like this. B, for packability, you need to take this off when you pack it all up so that it works out correctly. So this gives me options. And we all know options are good. Also, one other thing, and because I seen this on someone else's channel, I caught a video, and it's probably a good year and a half old. It's right when these Stanley Cook kits came out. I picked this up for, I know they range anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks depending on where you go. I got this on at a Walmart. They had it mismarked. I got it for $11.99, 12 bucks basically. Something like that, or just a little over $12. So I got lucky and got it a little cheaper. However, also on the lid, and this was something I took from somebody else, I saw what they did. On the lid, it comes with a little green plastic tab that says, or it's stamped with Stanley as well. And what they did was they took a key ring and stuck a key ring through it. And then you take the key ring and you manipulate it so the key ring is sticking halfway through on the deal and it holds it up so you have something metal. Well, I did a little differently, which I'll show. Hopefully it'll show up here. Sorry for the glare. What I did was where this goes in at, hopefully this is focusing. Where it goes in at, what I did is I actually pinched it, so I don't have to worry about constantly spreading out the key ring. All I do is where the split is actually at for the key ring, I just kind of push it in a little bit, and it keeps it nice and steady, keeps it up there rather sturdy. Then when I want it to fold back down, I just go back to this. Instead of splitting the key ring, all I'm doing is I'm actually using the pressure inside of it, and easy enough, folds right down. So nice and easy. You can stick a stick right through it, fork, anything, pick it right up, pick it right off the pot. Works wonderful that way. And the other advantage is not only with that, but with the bail on here, as you hopefully can see here in this video. As soon as I get it back on there right. With the removable bail, as it said on here, like this, you can see I'm holding it, you can see it moving. It is nice and easy, still works out perfect to be able to pull this right off, put it right back on. So you still have full functionality of the lid, the way it's supposed to work, and all its components. And even with this being off, gives you something where you can use to pour. You know, obviously I'd use a stick or something else like that because you want to be a little bit farther away from it, but as you can see, I'm not touching it. I am holding on with just my index finger and my thumb with that, and I have it almost completely flat if I do it, or perpendicular. If I do a little bit more, I'm sure I'm right about where the lid will fall off. So that lid actually stays on there pretty good, as you can see. Works quite well. So there you go, guys. This is my my stainless steel bug out cook kit. I just wanted to show this to you guys. While I'm talking, obviously I'm going to pack this up real quick so you can see how easily this does work. And that does pack away quite well. Obviously you could also, you know, take this out. That's the whole point of getting like the Condor bag, is I want to have the option of taking out the bail and the handle and the utensils and possibly putting them in a side pouch. A, it'll be quieter. B, then I could actually carry water in this while I'm out. You know, if I wanted to use just this and maybe stick like some noodles or something, or you know, a quick meal in the other pouch, and actually take just that one pouch and be ready to go. However, since I usually carry quite a bit of water and I usually have a pack of water, this way it does work rather simple. It is fairly easy to use. You know, by the way, it is why I used the brake cable, or used wire for this. Not only is it removable, and I mean it is loose obviously until you know, it is what they call, man, I'm at a loss of words today. It's a pressure. I'm saying it wrong, and I'm sorry guys. The pressure is what keeps the tension on it and keeps it on there tight. Okay, so once there's no more pressure, it will move freely. The deal is this is easy to take and just do this right here and wrap it like so, and then put it right in the bag, so I don't have that scrimming and scraping up against everything and catching. As we all know, cables sometimes do have a little bit of split wires and stuff, so this way it keeps it all nice and packaged together. It does go together quite easily. The only thing that does not fit in package wise is the lid. Okay, so the lid does sit at the bottom like so, and it all sits just like that. Okay, I don't really worry about anything happening to the lid because it's stainless steel as well. And while I'm on the subject, before I wrap this up, also the GSI Glacier mug, although made quite a few years beforehand, it was not intended for this. I will tell you it is a very snug fit or tight fit. However, not only will it just sit on there loosely and do what you need it to do, but if you push it down a little bit, it will not come off. The lid for the Stanley cook kit does fit on the GSI. Rather tight, but it does fit. You can use it. And then with this here, you can just pull it up like so. So it does give you some option there. Nice thing is I can take it just like this. If I need to simmer something and it needs a lid, I can use it like so. I can use nothing more than the Stanley mug itself if I wanted to. I can take the Guy Design bottle, stainless steel bottle with that and utensils and the bale, and use nothing but that. This actually gives me 3 cooking vessels where it is, I can cook 3 different things at the same time. I can take any part of it and use it. It's basically a backup to a backup. The versatility is here, and you know, obviously this is not ultralight. This isn't a Graham Winnie deal here, because this is, I mean, it's all stainless steel, so it has weight to it. But this, even in this loose bag with a little bit of food and maybe something for starting fires, man, I'm good to go. Perfect, great. This is going to be with my bug out kit that I'm making and all of that. So thank you for joining us here at the Lion's Den. Thanks for following along on this and dealing with such a long video. And we'll see you all in the next one. And just remember, stay strong and stay free.
Yeah, for me.